During Kevin Costner's 1805 Life charity event, Prince Harry learned a lesson. The crowd buzzed with excitement as Richard Marx, the 80s heartthrob, took the stage. For Prince Harry, though, the atmosphere felt different. This wasn't just another star-studded event. It was a reminder of how things had changed. He stood backstage, hoping for a moment with Marx, maybe a quick chat, a handshake, anything to feel like he still mattered. But as Marx finished his set, Harry felt a pang of awkwardness. He was ignored by Rockstar Richard Marx. Harry thought he would get some attention from the 80s legend, but Marx walked right past him without noticing. It seemed like Harry was still expecting everyone to pay attention to him, but Marx didn't seem to care. Only when a man who wasn't shown on camera and seemed to know that Harry wasn't as popular as before had to introduce the rock star to him. Richard seemed confused and not very interested, like how you'd react when meeting a distant relative you haven't seen in a long time. Even though Harry tried to change his image by just going by Harry, he quickly went back to calling himself Prince Harry when he met Marx. Maybe he thought that title would make him seem more important than just a guy who left his family and is trying to stay famous. But Marx was surprised that he had to face this situation in the first place. Harry, trying to maintain his composure, tried to salvage the moment. "It's nice to meet you, Richard. I'm Prince Harry," he said, as if his title could somehow bridge the gap. But it felt like a forced introduction, a bit of awkwardness that lingered in the air. You could see it in the way Marx's smile wavered, his eyes holding a flicker of confusion. "Well done," Harry offered, trying to sound sincere, but it came out a little flat, almost like he was forced to say it, a school principal praising a student's mediocre artwork. The awkwardness was captured in a video shared by Daisy Fuentes, Marx's wife, on Instagram. You could almost hear the collective groan as Harry and Marx awkwardly interacted. And Daisy, with her tags, Prince Harry of England, a fan account, not even Harry's official one, and the Prince and Princess of Wales official account, seemed to be reminding everyone of the real power players in the royal world. It was a stark reality check for Harry. The world, it seemed, wasn't as enthralled by his presence as he'd once believed. He was no longer the beloved prince who could charm the world with a smile. As the night went on, Harry found himself fading into the background, lost in a sea of familiar faces. It was a humbling experience, a reminder that fame is fickle, and his star, once so bright, was now dimming. He might still be Prince Harry to some, but in that moment, he was just another guy, hoping to catch a glimpse of the glory that once seemed so readily available. It was a moment that made you wonder, would Harry ever find his place again? Or was this just the beginning of a long, slow fade from the spotlight?